I, I was at a crossroads last night. I was going to review this or the final part of Here Comes Tomorrow. I picked this because I thought I would sound less like a knobhead reviewing this, but I picked wrong. This is a very bad issue. This is Avengers Invaders number 4, co-published with Dynamite Entertainment. Because if Alec Rose does a cover, then Dynamite get to co-publish a Marvel title. This isn't the Alec Rose cover though, this is David Allen's. I didn't get any of the Alec Rose covers for this series because he might be your favourite artist, but he is shit in my eyes. Even David Allen's I have problems with. Modern day, current David Allen's rather. Or, well, David Allen's from about 1997 onwards. He has this tendency to draw characters with these young elf boy faces, and it annoys me a lot, and they all look the same. But on this cover, Miss Marbles, Karen Daggers, before they ruined her by making her into Smelly Brie Larson's, she looks great. If you remove the other characters and it is just a picture of her flying, then it is a great David Allen's cover. The plot for this series is that the Invaders from World War II, they have time travelled to the future, to the then current day of 2008. And when this series came out, people were sour on it. They thought it was a boatload of nothing. I was gunning against the grain and saying that it was better. And I didn't know how much of that is because I just wanted Avengers stories not written by Michael Bryan Benson, or that everyone else wanted more Avengers stories written by Michael Bryan Benson. I am not going to focus on it too much, but the cursive used for the narration here is terrible. There are words that it can take you about a minute to work out what they are meant to be. I know saying so, the implication is that I am a big dummy who cannot read cursive. But I can. And this is just very bad lettering. It is tiny for starters. The letters are very tight. And there are certain words like robot or own that don't look at all like words. What is happening here is the Invaders, they are fighting SHIELD on the helicarrier. And this issue progresses the plot in the most minimal ways possible. You can honestly skip this issue and not miss much. The main character in this tale is Buckyman. We have Buckyman from the past, and we have Buckyman from the present, who we are seeing here as Captain America. This is after Captain America died, Steve Rogers died, and then Buckyman became the new Captain America. There are actually plots in this maxi series that I feel are being robbed of page time with the sheer amount of nothing that this issue fills itself up with. One of the big things, a lasting effect from this series, is that it ends with Hume on fire, the original Hume on fire, his partner Tonto resurrected. There is some real redundancy with this series' main plot because of the 5 Invaders who travel forward in time. Captain America and Tonto, they are the only ones who are not alive in the then present. Captain America being dead is temporary, and he only died a few months before this. And then the one who has been dead for ages, Tonto, he will come out of this alive again. It really begs the question why we have to go into this effort of time travel when all these characters can, and after this will, exist together in the present. We also have this bit. This bit infuriated me because one of the interesting plot lines involves human fire and a robot revolution, which involves a big Marvel bad guy. And this is a plot line you should be focusing on, and it gets 2 panels in this issue. And that worries me because it seems like it is going to rush through this actually exciting and intriguing plot in the next issue. One thing not helping this issue is how disconnected every scene feels. But I do have a correction to make. Last review, I wasted a lot of time talking about Seaman fighting Seaman from the past, and whether or not having past Seaman winning a fight is a good decision. But they do a 180 in this one. They reveal present Seaman was letting his past self win. He is trying to manipulate his past self into thinking that his future self is a weak, pathetic king, and he is doing this to try and motivate his past self to be stronger. Very long-winded and a bit pointless. Present Seaman has no more involvement in this series after this scene. And what we spend most of our time on this issue is heroes fighting heroes. I have so much complaints about this. Well, here, and one of the main things we see, is the Avengers fighting past Captain America, and specifically a lot of Iron Man fighting him. And it just feels repetitive. We had only just had Civil Wars, which had heroes fighting heroes. And then everything Benson did after that in his Avengers books was just more heroes versus heroes. Benson will be relevant in a page. But heroes fighting heroes is the least imaginative thing to do here. Give us one issue of that, which they did. It was called issue number 2, and it was fun. Well, this stuff is just like the same old. Nothing is accomplished here. No hero even gets a good showing. It is Captain America defending himself from the Avengers, many of who are so powerful they should quite easily take him down. Then Benson's other Avengers team show up. Benson was writing 2 Avengers books, and they were both awful. After Civil Wars, there is the Iron Man team, which so far is the one that we have mostly seen in this series. And then there was Luke Cage's team. Iron Man's team want to arrest Luke Cage's team because of Civil Wars. And now these 2 Benson Avengers teams are fighting each other. This is even worse than fighting the Invaders, because this is basically something Benson would do every fucking issue in his Avengers books. Have his two teams fight. This is a waste of my time. This is a waste of your time. And again, we have a tantalising idea and plotline tucked away onto a few pages. Doctor Strange has detected the energies of the cosmic cube are at play, and that someone is trying to rewrite reality, and the arrival of the Invaders is linked to that, and it all has to do with the Goldie Age vision. We have some stuff with this plotline over the next few issues, but this one is bogged down in the hollow spectacle in the style of Michael Bryan Benson. Characters standing around and snarling at each other, or quote, epic, unquote, moments where a character is meant to look cool, but he's not actually doing anything notable beneath the style. This is Captain America defeating 3 nameless life model decoys. It is not a victory being decided by his actions. It is not Captain America defending or saving someone. It is Captain America fighting fodder. So the two Buckymen, they meet each other, and that is the cliffhanger ending. And I think it is the same cliffhanger ending as the last issue. This one ain't good. Here Comes Tomorrow, on the other hand, is a misunderstood masterpiece. And the tragedy is that people need to read that over and over again and pay attention and focus on the details. And don't think of it as a shaggy dog story, because it isn't. It is the grand finale to everything that Van Morrison had to say. I won't be reviewing Here Comes Tomorrow. That is likely a video that is going to be a minimum of 20 minutes long. I was also eyeing starting on another story that is going to require a similar level of focus and attention. There are comics that I want to review, some that I have wanted to review for years, that I keep putting off because I want to get them just right. Happily, this isn't one of them. Even the cutaways I used in this video. Normally, I try to get high quality ones. But these were just medium quality covers from Marvel's official website. And that reflects how much I care about this issue. I'll still give it 7 thumbs up.